Good evening. This is the start of a series of me talking to the camera about things that happened at my music studio during the week. A secondary objective of this style of video would be to improve my public speaking, I suppose. I just say and like so much. So I am going to try and pretend like I'm speaking to a person. The other thing I'd like to do in this is to share some studio updates about things that we've been doing and things that we will do, as well as be as serious as possible. I guess I can't stand putting on the character for this kind of thing. So I'm going to be very straight, or at least try and be as straight as possible. Today marked the beginning of our musical theater program. It'll run from July 3rd to August 15th. We have 7, 8, some amount, somewhere around there, amount of participants, and we will be doing a very intense 3-day-a-week regimen of choreography and singing and warm-ups and some general maybe acting, uh, group meshing kind of activities. That will be running till August 15th, which is our scheduled final performance for it. Hopefully, we will be able to continue on and start a full production rather than just like excerpts of songs, which is what we're doing right now. Other programs that we've had that we have coming up are a student summer camp kind of thing, I guess school age summer camp thing, where we'll divide up into groups of 5 people, forming a little band for a week, and from Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, we'll be rehearsing songs that currently exist, covering them. And then for this other half of camp, they'll be with our other teacher, Thibault, who will be helping them compose a entirely new song. And then we make a music video for it, which is going to be was like cramming everything into such a small amount of time. So we'll be incredibly busy that week, but that's the last week of July. Let's see. Other studio updates, we have a not next week, but the week after this is a cello camp coming from Hong Kong, who will be here for 3 days and renting out the studio space for many of their cello players. And with that, it brings us to how am I doing? How am I doing as a person, as an individual who's running the business, who has to deal with everything? I have been managing the studio for the last year, I suppose, officially incorporated last February, and last year, February. And it has been a wild ride of getting all of the knowledge of what is owed at what time, like taxes, and how to pay and how to keep a paper trail of certain things. Goals for myself this week. Number 1, there are a great deal of cardboard boxes that have not been moved out of the studio. Just piles, a huge pile, probably like waist high piles of cardboard. On Thursday next week, going to get it out of here. Number 2, we are needing ACs for the top rooms because it's just so hot summer. Open the window, have a fan blowing, it's fine, but it'd be way more comfortable if the ACs were up and operational. The problem is that we have just acquired a drum set for Niju Goman En, maybe about $1,600, and that took a large chunk of our budget, our cash on hand. Although it's very fun now to have a drum kit to be able to play. Very, very cool. I'll send the video later. You can watch it. But had a very enjoyable jam session where one of our students who's never played drums before but has an incredible sense of rhythm. I just said, do hit the kick and hit the snare. He's like, "Cat, cat." Never missed a single beat. It's like a machine. Is very impressive. Anyway, that has contributed to a decrease in our available cash, which is straining our resources to obtain AC units. Anyway, that's number 2. Number 3, long-term plan, but we're almost finished with the final panel for our recording room. There's a wooden panel that has been there since the incorporation of the business that I have not wanted to glue to the wall because I wasn't sure how things were going to work out, and I'd have to take the panel off, and that'd be a whole nother. Don't really want to do that. Take off the glue, but we're gluing them on now. I think once that's up, then we just need to hang a curtain up there in the place, and it's pretty much acoustically treated. And then, well, I think that's probably it for now. Personal goals for myself. I've already said number 1, but I am fighting for dear life the urge to say and like and every single time I don't have something else to say. I will continue to improve on it. This would be a recurring goal. The other thing would be that now that we're partnered with Trinity College London, or, not partnered, but this is not really a partner, right? We're I guess it's a partnership. Now that we're partnered with Trinity College London, we are going to begin the process of providing a kind of guidance for people who are wanting to take the tests. I need to update a lot of our social media and logos and things to include the Trinity logo, update the website with a way to sign up for testing or things like that. So those are really the big 3 things that I'm going to do this week. We'll see how much more, because I have a huge list that I have been consistently behind on. I'm hoping that with this journal thing where I talk to the camera and anybody else can see it or interact with it, it'll be that little I guess really it's a stick, because I am terrified of people seeing me fail, right? I'm terrified of people seeing me fail. So the possibility of someone watching it and then seeing what I said, that possibility is like a little prod, a stick, a sharp ouchy stick that will push me in the right direction to get these things done and not slack off. Anyway, I will call it there. I've been talking for quite a long time now, and I don't want to make these very long. I think the first one will be long before I get the formula down. I kind of have like I'll improve on this and iterate on it. But this is the first entry. I plan on doing these every Saturday. Anyway, have a great rest of your week.